Hi guys, back here with Dragon Wolf. I'm going to pick up from where we left off. I am trying a little bit of different way of recording today. I have routed my volume through the mic, and I've routed my sound through my headphones and my headphones. My don't know what you call it, headset. Hopefully that will make it a little less echoey. It won't hear double sound and whatnot. And I've turned up both volumes just so that they've definitely been recorded properly. So let's see how that goes. So last time we had a little sort of catch up with this crazy English woman who is hilarious, and a little catch up with this guy who is basically saying everyone's an enemy of the state.
Hello, Joe.
I also tried when I was off and I was messing around with the recording to shock her, and it's like I just can't bring myself to shock this nice old woman. George does have a heart. Oh. Ain't he sweet? So now we need to figure out where Can or Merlin is staying and how to get into the room, I would assume. Let's get on that. Let's talk to... Ooh, there's a key. I doubt you'll let me pick that up.
Hanging from a brass hook was a key and a plastic tag. I want some information.
Who are you? The police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
I've just been manhandled by a gorilla.
Yes? I do not see any signs of a gorilla.
Not a real gorilla. It was a guy who looked like a gorilla. It happened right out front of this building.
Let me get this quite clear. Are you complaining or bragging?
I want to know what you're going to do about it. The scrawny one has a gun.
I suggest you contact the police.
Can't you do anything about them?
What goes on in the streets of Paris is hardly my responsibility.
Okay, what? Catering? That's a weird one. That's a very strange one. Alright, okay,
Aren't you concerned that your guests are being intimidated by gangsters?
No one else has complained, monsieur? Did they steal anything from you?
Well, no. They didn't find what they were looking for.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't think they did either.
oh, safe.
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. You must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats.
Fair enough, I suppose.
Do you know a man named Plentov?
No, monsieur.
Short and sweet.
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so. Do you have a guest by the name of Khan?
No, monsieur. Perhaps you would care to check the register.
The man who calls himself Khan has a scar on his right cheek.
Raymond? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned the scar. Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
It's Merlin, isn't it? Alias Khan, the clown.
I told you, I cannot tell you that.
This guy deserves it.
Hey, shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of his hand. Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Clearly someone else thought the same that he deserved it. Right. That's fine. He'll tell me off for
Excusez-moi,
this.
monsieur.
What?
You were trying to steal that key, no?
No way.
Right. Let's call in the very bosomy backup, shall we?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I love her voice, it's great. Hello, George! Okay, so nothing apparently. Let's go up the stairs. Just randomly try the doors.
The door was locked.
Funny that.
If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room. The sign on the door read 22. The door was locked.
Is this number 22?
Hanging from a brass hook was a key and a plastic tag. It was the register of guests. There was no one registered, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin.
Oh.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I love this woman, she's brilliant.
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, darling.
I'm not too sure I remember what to do here, to be honest. I guess we could talk to this guy a bit more.
What now,
Ooh.
About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
Right, so the easy way to do it would be to pay money and just stay at the hotel.
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
I believe Khan, the man with the scar, is also known as Merlin, the man who has taken room 22.
What of it? What do you want?
Access to his room.
Do you have a license, monsieur?
Huh?
A private investigator's license?
Well, not exactly, but I can explain everything.
I am sorry, but without credentials, I cannot help.
Beautiful.
I insist you give me the key to Merlin's room.
I cannot do that, monsieur.
This guy Merlin is a menace.
So you say, monsieur.
He's not only a danger to society, but to your guests as well. He has toyed with the affections of Lady Piermont.
Cielo! Are there no depths to which he will not sink?
Precisely. He's already killed once, twice, maybe as many as 3 times. With your help, I just might be able to stop him.
But what if he finds out I have helped you? No, I cannot do it.
And now he's just being a dick. It's like, I could help you, but more safety.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I love this woman. Hello, George!
Would you distract the clerk while I borrow a key?
Are you asking me to aid you in a criminal act, darling?
Oh, no. It's the key to an empty room.
And why, may I ask, do you wish to gain access to an empty room? Do you plan to squat?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, Connor?
I was never in the Boy Scouts, ma'am.
Oh, you should have been. What were your parents thinking of? It's a fine way for a boy to get licked into shape. Now tell me, why do you want to get into that room?
It's next to the room the killer is using.
Ah, so you plan to eavesdrop on Merlin?
I was hoping there might be a connecting door.
Well, how can I refuse? I shouldn't think my feminine charms would be much use in this case, but a good dose of English arrogance might do the trick.
I think she may be insinuating that the teller is gay.
I say, you there, flunky.
Oui, madame.
Flunky.
Listen carefully. You do understand English, don't you?
But of course, madame.
Good. I wish to deposit some jewelry for safekeeping.
I understand.
Are you quite certain?
Oh, bien sûr, madame.
Oh my god, that's clearly how a gay man walks,
Over
right?
to you, my dear.
As I said in one of the previous videos, 1996 was a different time. Oh my. I don't think they really need to make him walk like that, did they?
The door was locked.
Oh yeah, you basically got to tell him to do obvious things. Use the key.
Maybe it wasn't the right room, but this was the right key.
No connecting door. Damn. Ooh, wardrobe.
It was a massive.
Oops, it was a massive mahogany wardrobe.
There was nothing in the wardrobe apart from a vague, lingering smell of camphor.
Check that. Oh, bedside table.
A cabinet stood beside the bed. The cabinet was empty, but it smelled of onions. No kidding, it really did.
Random. Ah, the window. George is really, really upset by this clown. Alright, can we check the cabinet again?
The assassin had been too smart to leave incriminating evidence beside his bed.
Funny that.
The bed was several times larger than the narrow cot I'd been given at the place I was staying.
This guy clearly has money, George.
The bed was freshly made, and the crisp white sheets told me nothing about the killer's habits.
Hello?
It was the battered leather briefcase I'd seen Plantar carrying just before he died. I searched the interior of the briefcase, but as I'd half expected, it was empty.
Of course it was. He put the documents in the safe. It's a search. His wardrobe.
The closet was a solid, impressive piece of antique furniture.
Is there really nothing in there?
It was Khan. I had the kind of feeling in my stomach that would usually send me running to the bathroom.
How did he open it if it's locked? This is one of those snib locks, I suppose.
As Khan opened the wardrobe, I was sure I was dead. But he grabbed his pants quickly and didn't even see me.
Lucky for you, George.
I didn't usually spy on men getting changed.
I love how he felt the need to tell us that.
But this guy was a killer, and I didn't want any surprises. He left his checkered pants on the bed.
What a horrible set of pants. Well. Nope, we're flashing again. I'll give you a bit of time to read that. Next page. I know this is clearly for like when you reload it to remember what you're doing, but it's telling us literally what we've just done. Right, let's search his pants. Ugh, what the hell is that? So I can pick them up.
There was no bulge in the pocket. I had that kind of feeling you only get from searching still warm pants. The pocket was empty. I flipped the pants over.
Okay.
I tried not to think that the assassin's butt had just been in here.
You tried not to
It
think,
looked like there could be something in this pocket.
but you thought
Nothing
anyway.
in the pocket. I found an ordinary matchbook. No matches, no clues. But as I pulled it from the pocket, a strong thread came with it. A thread with a metal tag on the end.
Okay. Anything else in the pocket?
The pocket was empty.
Okay, let's look at this metal tag then.
The matchbook bore a pattern of swirling color and the words Club Alamut.
That's clearly where we're going next then, isn't it? Let's thank the dear old lady.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, Joe.
Do you know Club
I
Element?
found this matchbook in Merlin's bedroom.
It came from the Club Alamut. It might be useful to find out if that club is in Paris, George.
Well, yeah.
This is the key to room 21.
That's next to the room taken by that rotten Merlin, isn't it?
Yes, and it's vacant.
Really? How convenient.
Maybe it was my imagination, but I had an uncomfortable feeling about this situation. Yeah.
Hold it right there. Search him again, Flash.
You're clearly looking for something.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
Also, what's with the name Guido? It's clearly Guido. Clearly nothing back here.
Get lost.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't? What if I call the cops?
First, I break your arms at the elbows and wrists. Then, when you recover consciousness, I break your fingers.
There's just one flaw in your plans, 8-Man.
What's that?
It's broad daylight. I don't think even you would assault me on a busy street. Of course, this tranquil square at the end of a cul-de-sac, this isolated corner of Paris that hasn't seen a street sweeper's brush since VE Day, this would be just about perfect for a mugging. Pardon me, I'm about to get very lost.
Smart man. Don't antagonize a clearly Italian gangsters.
Shorty, I didn't think much of your trick, little man. I don't know what you're looking for, but you picked on the wrong guy. Maybe you'll spread the word around the sewers. George Stobart is on the case. That's Stobart. 2 B's and 2 T's. It sounded impressive to me.
Look at that
but the legal
shitting
routine showed
grin.
my enthusiasm. Still, I figured he'd think twice before gunning me down in the street in cold blood.
I do not like your tone.
Oh, yeah? And what are you going to do about it?
If you do not go away, I will gun you down in cold blood, right here in this street, without thinking twice about it.
Clearly he read your mind, George. Right, I can't seem to get away from here. Oh, excuse me for all the strange sound. I've got a bit of a cold coming on. Let's talk to this guy again.
Excuse me, Didn't I? You're that Nobel. Yes. I don't want. I don't.
Right.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
I'm going to skip this because we did this the last time.
What? I'm. Have you any idea?
I can.
Would it mean
Such thing.
Have you? The clamp.
My mark.
I'm.
In the report.
Show this.
Because.
Yeah. What?
What's your?
Yes.
You know.
Oh.
Would you?
That I.
Right. Now we're at new stuff.
Does the name on this matchbook mean anything to you?
Indeed, it does. For Alamut was the home of the old man of the mountains. You do not know him?
No, I don't. Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Let's try and ask the concierge. See if he knows where Club Alamut is.
What now, monsieur?
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Well, that was the dead end. Back up to the room, maybe? Now we can just go in now, yeah?
The closet was a solid.
Let's tell to the closet again. Is there anything else I might have missed? In the pants.
The pocket was empty.
Definitely empty. Oh, what's this?
I pulled on the metal tag and the thread came out of the
Ah-ha-ha.
pants. It was like pulling out a ripcord.
I clearly missed the metal tag, didn't I? Turn them over, maybe?
I turned the pants over again.
This pocket? Ooh!
I searched the pocket gingerly and found a pass card. It read Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation. There was nothing in the pocket.
Aha, multiple pockets. Okay. That's interesting. Reflection again. So what's the metal tag all about then?
It was the card I'd found in the hotel bedroom. It read Thomas Merlin, Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Huh. Fair enough. So what was the metal tag all about? That's weird. Maybe that opened the compartment, I don't know. Strange weird pocket. Eh.
What now, monsieur?
I don't want to talk to him about the key. Talk to him about that.
Does this pass mean anything to you?
That is Monsieur Merlin's property.
That's right. Merlin the murderer. I want to see what he's left in your safe.
Impossible. I cannot betray his confidence, no matter what you say he's done.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe. I can live with that. A murderer? Are you sure?
Positive.
Well, let's go to her bosom back up here. She got stuff done before.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello, George. What can I do for you now?
I just love that. Hello, George!
I found this pass in Merlin's room.
So, that deceitful little man is passing himself off as an electrician, is he?
Uh-huh. This guy probably has a million faces. I showed
Fill
the
it up.
pass to the clerk, hoping he'd give me Merlin's but he wouldn't buy it. He's too scared.
I'll give him something to be scared of. Follow me, George.
Oh, that's a bro. Follow me, George! I'll get the rotter! This woman's hilarious.
Did you place a package from Merlin in the hotel safe?
I did, madame.
And did my friend here show you Merlin's identification?
Indeed he did, but
What's the problem?
he isn't Merlin.
A mere academic detail. Give him the package.
But that is against the law.
I happen to be a justice of the peace, you silly man. I am the law. If he tries anything, shoot him, George.
My pleasure, Lady Piermont.
One moment, please.
Just imagine
I
her.
haven't enjoyed myself this much since Greenham Common.
I don't know what I would have done without you, Lady Piermont.
Voilà, monsieur. Le manuscrit de Monsieur Merlin.
Thanks.
How satisfying. An Anglo-American alliance that actually worked.
The clerk had given me a tightly rolled sheet
Ah,
of parchment.
beautiful.
I decided not to unroll it until I was safely back in Nico's apartment.
Yeah, what I was going to say is imagine her and Sylvester Stallone and Judge Dredd. I am the law! Okay.
It was the ancient manuscript which Khan had stolen from Plantow.
Right. Now, this is purely on memory, but if you go out the front door, let's just say Guido and Ape Man have something to say about what they find. So, what we'll
I knew
do,
this was no way to
let's
treat
drop
the
that
ancient
down there.
manuscript, but I couldn't let it fall into the hands of the goons waiting outside.
and the only way I found this out back in the day was to actually get caught with it. So, let us buggers the offen, as I say, and head outside. Get searched by Guido and Ape Man again, they will find nothing.
Hold it right there. Search him again, lad.
Nothing, Guido.
Okay, let him go.
Your manuscript.
If the manuscript was what Flap and Guido were after, they were going to be disappointed. I couldn't wait to get back to Nico's apartment and check it out. Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi. Come in, George.
George. Something about the French accent, it just sounds amazing.
What are you doing to help trace the killer clown?
Research, George.
Yeah? You have a copy of the clown's yearbook?
I have a telephone and lots of contacts.
Oh, well, did you find anything useful?
Not yet. I'm employing my first and most useful weapon.
What's that?
Patience.
Oh, I've heard of that. Isn't it a substitute for decisive thinking?
I love how you get put off a little. Shit, I should be doing something. And then he was like, no, actually, you're doing nothing, woman.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Not anymore. There was someone. A guy in my final year, but it didn't work out. Neither did my degree.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Tell me more about your family.
When I was a little girl, I used to spend the winter with my grandfather and grandma. They were the best times. Warm and safe in their tiny cottage. My grandfather rolled cigarettes while grandma made hot chocolate and cakes. One day, he stopped his groaning. He put the lid back on his tobacco jar and took me in his arms. I laughed and wriggled, but he hushed me to be silent. With his unshaven chin all scratchy in my ear, he told me his secret.
What did he say?
He said, I don't smoke, but she likes to think I do.
What a weird old man.
Don't call my grandfather weird. He was the nicest guy ever. I wish I was back in that cottage instead of this crummy apartment in this noisy city.
Doesn't look that crummy, it looks quite nice to me. Right. Do you know
I
this
found
club?
this matchbook in the killer's hotel room. It's from the Club Alamut.
Never heard of it. Is there anything written inside it?
No, what were you expecting?
If this was a movie, there'd be a clue, a name or an address. That's no use. There aren't even any matches in it.
Oh well, I'll keep it as a souvenir. I found this in the killer's room.
What is it, a credit card?
ID, Thomas Merlin, of the Gruber Electronics Corporation.
Never heard of him or the company.
How about you tell her that Merlin is can?
You're just not going to believe what I found.
It's not another part of the clown's costume, is it?
Look at the distaste in her
It's a
expression.
medieval manuscript. Khan left it in the safe at the U-boot.
It's incredible. Is this what he took from Plantar?
It could be, which means it's worth enough to kill for.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
Oh yeah, maybe they couldn't afford one each. What of it?
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar? Their official seal was an image of two knights sharing a horse. Whatever this manuscript means, it's connected with the Templars.
How come you know about these knights?
I learned about them while writing an article on the Crusades. This guy, named Hughes de Payen, arrived one day at the court of King of Jerusalem. He offered to protect the Christian pilgrims from the displaced Muslim armies. The king would be able to guarantee safe transit to Christians in the Holy Land. Safer journeys meant more pilgrims, and pilgrims meant trade and wealth. The Templars proved invaluable to the king as a mercenary army. It was said that they never asked how many the enemy numbered, just where they were. And as the years went by, the Templars grew in wealth and numbers. They were so rich, even kings came to them for loans. But at the height of their power, they fell foul of the King of France. He rounded them up and turned them over to the Inquisition. Thousands of Templars were subject to torture and confessed to heresy. Of course, at the hands of the Inquisition, there wasn't much they wouldn't confess to. The last Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned alive.
Jeez. So the treasure is hidden, waiting to be discovered?
That video ended
If
kind
there
of
ever was
weirdly.
a treasure, it's been lost for 600 years. Anyway, we're supposed to be investigating a serial killer, not a medieval treasure trove.
But maybe that's what the clown and his accomplices are after. Maybe this manuscript is the key.
You'd better leave it here for safekeeping.
Okay.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Is there anything I can click on? Ooh.
There's a guy with a sword and a bull.
The only mythological bull I know of is the Minotaur, but he was only half bull.
I don't think I'd like to be half a bull, even if it was the bottom half.
What's that object between them?
It looks like a gem on top of a tripod.
It's going to be like the Philosopher's Stone or something.
There's a guy working on a loom. He's weaving a carpet or a tapestry.
Or a duvet cover? It's a clue to a place, I reckon. Somewhere famed for weaving and ships.
Where folk live in barrels?
It beats copper boxes.
A knight with a crystal ball. Now, there's something written on the scroll beside the knight.
Yes, but it's written in Latin. Per disciplinam mea lux videbis.
By my teachings, you will see the light.
You speak Latin? Where did you learn a trick like that?
A trick? I studied law, okay? I can read Latin.
My, you're touchy. Tell me that again.
There's a woman looking at her reflection in a mirror, but the reflection has 3 hideous faces.
Is that what
She
they are?
reminds me of the Wicked Queen in Snow White.
She was the one who said, "Mirror, mirror on the wall," wasn't she? She made me cry so much when I was a kid. Mom carried me out of the movie theater.
She didn't frighten me in the least.
Like I said, I was only a kid. I didn't like the crocodile in Peter Pan either.
I love the whole one-upmanship between these two. It's great.
Look there, 2 guys on the same horse. Let's face it, we need help, George. Someone who knows about these things.
Who do you suggest? Indiana Jones?
I know a guy who specializes in medieval studies. His name is Lobino.
Huh. Some stuffy old fossil who gets horny over ancient relics, I suppose.
Far from it. Andre isn't the stereotypical professor you have in mind.
Where can I find this Lobino guy?
At the Krone Museum. I'll give you the address.
Stay at the museum then.
Let's take another...
I really don't want to take another look at the manuscript.
Look there. 2 guys on the same horse.
Sure.
night with a...
I'll just skip through these. Because I don't think there's any other way to get out of it. There we go, there we go.
I have to go.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobino at the Krone Museum.
More flashing. So, we have new plot points. I'm going to guess this is a museum. And we'll leave it there. I will remember to save. Museum. $513%. So that we'll leave that there. We'll pick it back up at museum. Find out what's going on with the Knights Templar. As always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Dragonwolf, and I will see you next time. Thank you.